I'm sure there are all sorts of bowl destination possibilities. I'm pulling up one that is a return to the Sun Bowl, which was a 2014, 2015 game against Washington State at the Sun Bowl. They've got Miami against Oregon State as Brett McMurphy.
There's that one, but it's all of the lower tier ACC bowl game. So the bowl affiliations, as I click that, the one that is most interested, I believe, and this kind of takes a little calculus to make it happen. But if Florida beats Florida State in the bowl eligibility bowl this weekend between those teams, because both of those teams are 5 and 6, whoever wins goes to a bowl game, whoever doesn't goes home. If Florida wins that game, and it's important that it's Florida because they're a non-ACC team, but if Florida wins that game, there's plenty of chatter that the Gasparilla Bowl in Tampa wants Miami versus Florida on December 23rd at 7 p.m. on ESPN. They're pushing for that.
Yeah, they should be pushing for that. Yeah.
I mean, absolutely should be pushing for that. I just had a conversation with a good friend of mine about this today. And the thing that you guys need to always remember, even the college football playoff included in this, but bowl games are television shows, right? They're exhibitions, but it's a television show. They're trying to sell that advertising. They're trying to get people to watch. That's how they make their money. So they're trying to put the best 3.5-hour television show, movie, if you want to call it whatever. That's what they're trying to build. You're telling me, even though the teams aren't great, in the state of Florida, you get Miami versus Florida in a bowl game? Oh, the Gasparilla Bowl people, they all have to be Gators this weekend. Every single one. Because that's the bowl tie-in. And if they can get that at a relative discount with super, super premium name brand teams, because no, they're not college football playoff achievers this year. But Miami versus Florida, that's a name brand game. Remember, that was a week 0 game a couple years ago where we're going to be week 1. We're going to move that up a week. So there's no other game going on because of the magnitude of Miami versus Florida. If they went, that has to be the one that is really looking for Miami the most. And to be perfectly honest, yeah, that should be the game that you're all looking forward to. Because even though it's a, bottom tier, whatever, no one's really going to, have a great overall season record, even if you win that game or da-da-da-da. Miami versus Florida and Gasparilla Bowl in Tampa. Oh, that's a dream. That's a dream scenario for that bowl committee. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, if you run a lower tier bowl, those are the kind of angles you have to try to pull. You've got to look for big time programs that are having an off year, and then work an angle like 2 schools and fan bases that can't stand each other, that are playing in the same state, that have a history, and all the storylines.
You probably already have at least 1 new coach, if not 2. So you got all of that, all of those eyes. You got the interview time with that coach. Hey, be sure that you tune into the game. We're going to talk to Mara Cristobal. We're going to talk to Billy Napier or whoever they hire. From the suite there at the stadium. I'm so glad to be here. They start their recruiting pitch. They start their outlook overview paradigm pitch to the households of everybody, because man, you're gonna have the kids watching that. You're gonna have their coaches watching that. You're gonna have all. Come on, that's such a draw. And again, you're getting name brand teams at a discount for your television show that you're trying to schedule. Oh man, that's a dream come true. As opposed to think in the scenario, right? A 7-5 Miami and a 6-6 Florida has to be infinitely more of a draw than a 7-5 Georgia Tech and a 6-6 Mississippi State for that bowl game. You know what I mean?
Or the projection that I'm looking at right here is Florida State, okay, Tulsa.
Because if Florida State wins that game, they go. But think of the difference between the 2 things we just said. Florida State, Tulsa, Miami, Florida State. I'm sorry, Miami, Florida in that bowl game.
Yeah.
Come on, like, I mean, it speaks for itself. So that's it. I mean, and there are other bowl games that are out there. There is the Sun Bowl. There's the what else? The Military Bowl. That's ACC versus American. The Birmingham Bowl. The Serve Pro First Responder Bowl. The Holiday Bowl. I don't know if we would get that one, but that's that.
That's an ACC game?
ACC
Really?
Pac-12 is what I'm seeing. December 28th from the ACC website.
Switch that up.
Yeah. The Wasabi Fenway Bowl, nice and spicy. The New Era Pinstripe Bowl, which we've been into. But I don't think that like these games that are getting later towards New Year's, I don't really think that Miami's going to get placed in any of those. So, I mean, and it's funny because while you're looking at the timeline and the listing, or as I'm looking at it on this other tab, the Gasparilla Bowl is the bottom bowl. It is the first one. It is at the bottom of the pecking order, all those things. So again, if you can get that bowl, which would never in a million years think that you can get a matchup like that.
Yeah.
And get Miami versus Florida in their game in the state of Florida. Oh man, that's a dream beyond a dream for them. And I'm not going to say that I'm actually rooting for Florida because like that's against my religion, but that is something that's out there. But there is also the Sun Bowl in El Paso, Texas, one of the worst places I've ever been in my life, and I'm not going back there. So I will watch it from home or somebody's house or whatever, but I'm not going to that game. So
yeah, I'm checking out the proposed bowl matchups here, and I'm just a college football nerd because especially once it gets into the Power Five, you can throw me any Power Five matchup, and I find it intriguing if those teams don't normally play.